Dear students, here are the following points mentioned in the board. Now I am going to teach you. First point, Election Commission and its duties and responsibilities. Second point, difficult task of the Election Commission. Third point, Electoral Rules. Fourth point, fair and free elections. And point number 5, recognition of political parties. First point, Election Commission and its duties and responsibilities. You know, Election Commission has a wide range of duties and responsibilities the Commission is supposed to shoulder. Election Commission is set up in our country as per the need and requirement of the Constitution of India. And as per the need and requirement of the Constitution, the Election Commission plays an important role, an impartial role during elections. Now, elections are of different types, direct election, indirect election, but the Election Commission plays an important role in direct elections. That means the elections which are held in different levels, in the panchayat level, in the gram panchayat, anchal panchayat level, in the district level, in the in the subdivisional level, state level, central level, general election, but out of all elections, general election is very important in our country. General election is held after every 5 years, and the role of Election Commission is very important. Election Commission shoulders many responsibilities, just like law and order, whether it is being disrupted at the time when election is going on or election is going to be held. A number of police officers are informed to conduct free and fair election, the need of help. But it means if police department fails to protect the interest of the Election Commission, the whole responsibilities go to the Election Commission. That's why the Election Commission's instructions are very important to the police department, and police department abides by all the rules or all the instructions, all the circulars circulated to their offices. That's why the Election Commission, always establish a link between the administrative officers and them, and it is due to the administrative sections and their import and their role. The Election Commission and the election can be held very smoothly and can be declared. Its result also can be declared very smoothly. But if the administrative sections fails to provide a lot of facilities for conducting free and fair election, the entire procedure of Election Commission will become useless. That's why the Election Commission needs cooperation of all sections of our country at the time when elections are held. Besides, another point, difficult task of the Election Commission. What is the difficult task of the Election Commission? Election Commission is established with a view to conduct free and fair election. And free and fair election will be possible only when the law and order is established in the country prominently and strongly. And it is due to that reason, when law and order is disrupted in the country, elections are not held. So it is the first and foremost duty of the Election Commission to see and observe the political condition of India, political condition of those constituencies where elections are going to be held, whether the political condition, economic condition of that particular constituencies from about constituencies, the Election Commission is going to declare election for them, are being disrupted. Their law and order is being disrupted. Their economic condition, whether their economic condition is stable. So these kind of things, the election commission has to find out, and has to send a number of officers to see and watch over the activities of the people, activities of the political parties, whether there is any political tension over there, like that. If there is no crisis, there is no problem, there is no political burden or political contradiction among different political parties, in that case the date is declared by the election commission. So this is a very difficult task by the election commission. If election commission commits any kind of mistakes in declaring date, the election may be postponed. And next one, electoral rules. The electoral rules of the election commission and its officers is very important. Electoral rules of the election commission and its officers are very important. Electoral rules means a number of election or poll officers are sent to the booth in order to conduct free and fair elections. That means a number of proxy voters may get inside the boothing center in order to cast a proxy vote. But it can be happen only when the polling officer or booth officer fails to perform his duties prominently. That's why a proper training is given. A proper training is provided to the polling officers or booth officers before elections are held. Before elections start, the election commission sent a number of polling officers, a number of executive officers of election commission department, or administrative officer of election commission department, to see to provide necessary training to the officers who is going to conduct the election from his own booth or from his own center. And then electoral rules also are made by them. They are assigned a number of duties and responsibilities. They scrutinize. Each and every voter list are scrutinized by them, whether any voter's name are there already, the voter died, whether there is any extra names whose names are not related as per the identity card, voter's identity card. There is no existence of this type of names, but still their names are there in the voter lists. So this type of things, error and omissions are corrected by them, and whenever they find out any kind of doubtful things, they consult the election commissioner, and afterwards election commissioner consult the matter with the chief election commissioner. And another point is that recognition of political parties. Recognition of political parties, what is this? In our country, there are so many political parties. They have their own, agenda. They have their own, own agenda. They have their own principle. They have their own, party, party symbols. So, as per the symbols, they stand election in support of any candidate. That means first, a political party select candidates who will contest the election and who will not, and selection is done as per the acceptability of the political leaders among the people of our country, or among the people of his own constituent assembly, or among the people of his own areas. And if the political party finds any suitable candidate to be accepted by the people during election, and people will surely vote for him or her. In that case, that political party choose his name as a contestant for their own from their own party, and in that case he file his nomination as a candidate, and election commission department different different region, they scrutinize each and every part of informations whether this is right or wrong, and then ultimately the one candidate is accepted as a candidate, and ultimately his nomination is recognized by the election commission department, and afterwards he can contest the election. But the thing is that some parties, on being a candidate of election, before starting of election, they may try to win over some people by offering money, and this is not good. That's why fair and free elections are required in our country. Free and fair election. A number of political parties sometimes try to win over people of our country by offering huge amount of money, by offering establishing their influence over there. But lest they may take any advantage from election by winning over people by offering money. Police departments and other polling officers, they always become very careful and always watch the activities of the people. If there is any doubtful things happen in front of them, and then and there inform the police, securities, and security take immediate action, and they may get the false voter out of the voting center. So by this way, fair and free and fair election is held in our country. Free and fair election is held, and if free and fair election is not held, the entire process of election which is executed by the election commission department can be challenged by any political party or any political leader. In that case, a further election can be held. In order to avoid further election, the election commission department always takes initiative, always take important steps so as to make sure that the election which is going to be held in the country, or the election which has already which has become over, the election has been conducted through the process of honesty, through the process of impartiality, and there was no political confrontation, there was no any act of misery at the time of election. So by this way, election commission plays an important role. Election commission plays an important role, and election commission establishes its own influence so that free and fair election can be possible. Another last point, a recognition of political parties. A recognition of political parties. A recognition of political parties. In our country, there are so many political parties of different names, different party symbols. The election commission recognizes them one by one. Who likes to contest in the election? The party symbols. What are their party symbols? Whether they would like to change their former party symbol and would like to take a new one. In that case, some symbols are given to them for choosing, and in that case, election commission the party can choose a new party symbol, and those parties who are bona fide parties, well-established parties, and already have gained faith of the people of the country, and already, own election with two-third majority for many times. They no need to have a new political symbol, so they contest election with their own political symbols. So some new political parties who started, which are established newly, only this much political parties require new political, party symbols, and it is only, election commission help them in choosing their political party symbols. And by this way, they also recognize political parties who are likely to contest the election, and whether the rules and regulations before contesting election the party leaders know. In that, these kind of things, this kind of circulars are communicated to the political parties and to the political leaders, according to which they get themselves fully prepared before contesting election with the help of election commission department. Up to this, my dear students.